Welcome back to the studio. I get asked all the time about Mid-South Coliseum, and today I'll take you inside the historic building along with Memphis legend King Cobra.
It's pretty cool stuff, thanks to the Coliseum Coalition and of course, Just My Memphis.
All presented by BFree CBD. Memphis fans, you're gonna love this. Hello everybody, Dustin Starr here alongside Memphis Wrestling legend King Cobra. We are just outside historic Mid-South Coliseum. You told me earlier you haven't been inside this building in how long?
About 30 years.
Oh my gosh. So when you pulled up, what was the first thing that came to mind, the first memory?
When I drove up, I kind of circled it to see, where the crowd came in, where we came in, and then just sat there for a few minutes, just kind of reminiscing over. Had some good matches in here, and had some bad ones. But hey, this is where it all began, and I hate to see it go down like this, but I don't think it's gonna go down.
Oh no, absolutely not.
Yeah, that's what we're here for, to try to keep it going.
You ready to go inside?
Why not?
Let's do it. Come on. All right, King Cobra, we are standing right in the center of Mid-South Coliseum, right here where the wrestling ring was. So let's rewind back. December 30th, 1989, when you pinned Jerry the King Lawler right here to win the Unified World Heavyweight Championship. What's going through your mind, your first memory?
Well, it was kind of like a dream. I can't say it's a dream come true because I never even dreamed that I would ever be world champion. I just wanted to be a wrestler. So I made it into wrestling, and then so I never looked at the future or the past. I just went out and wrestled. And on that particular night, it was just started out just like a night, like any other night. I got to wrestle Lawler, and I'm gonna go out and give him my best shot. And that's what I did. And lo and behold, somebody was smiling down on me because that's where I won the world championship, and I guess that would be a dream come true.
Absolutely. Well, just look around. I know a lot has changed over the years. What do you think of the building, being in it first time in 30 years, and all the stories that you heard about the Coliseum and what condition it was in? What do you think?
No, but other than a few ceiling tiles that have come down, everything still looks the same. I thought it would be all gutted and cluttered, but it's really not. And to me, a few lights, a couple of brooms, and we'd be back in business in here. I hate to see it in this situation, but it could be any worse because they was talking about demolishing the place at one time, and I've always thought that there was a lot of memories, and not just for the local people here in Memphis, people from all over the world have been here for concerts and graduations and weddings and just everything. A lot of things happen in this building, a lot of things happen around this building. This was the center point of the fairground.
Yeah, and you're a big Memphis Tigers fan. We don't have to tell them that, they already know. A lot of Tigers games went down in here too. A lot of Tigers games. And going back to the match, is there anything standing here that sparks your memory of anything in particular of that match, whether it was the audience or something that was said in the ring? Give us some inside scoop on back then.
Well, back then, Lawler was always, he called himself the King of Memphis. That's how the match came about, because I was King Cobra, and he said he was the King of Memphis, and he didn't want the two to entwine, so something happened on TV, and I slapped him or something. He said something, and it pissed me off, and I slapped him. But in the end, he agreed to give me a match, and I tell you, cockiness is what brought the whole thing about. He was cocky at the TV station, he was cocky in the ring, and he just misjudged me, and I wasn't the greatest, but I wasn't the worst either. So
on that night, on December 30th in '89, were they rooting for King Cobra or were they cheering for Jerry Lawler?
Well, then naturally they was cheering for Lawler, but then I would say I shut him up, but I can't say I shut him up because when I looked at the audience, there was a lot of mouths.
Shocked, right? Yeah. Couldn't believe it.
Well, it's kind of like there was this fighter named Muhammad Ali once used to say, "I'm gonna shock the world," but I didn't shock the world, but I think I shocked Memphis.
Yeah, there you go.
That night.
Awesome. Well, let's keep walking. Let's look around. What happened from there is just kind of they forgot about it. That's my opinion. Like an outsider looking in, they forgot about it. So people would come in. You see some of the doors are broken. They would come in, kind of trash the place or hang out, or if somebody needed a place to stay and they didn't have a home, they would come in here until it was boarded up and such. But a lot of the tickets and files and stuff just stayed here. So one time I'm walking on this concourse. I was probably this tall. I had a t-shirt, Jerry Lawler t-shirt about down to my knees. It was my dad's shirt, I guess. And I ran into Bill Dundee. And naturally that night, Bill Dundee and Jerry Lawler were wrestling. And he stops, he says, "Boy, where the hell did you get that t-shirt?" And I thought, oh no, Bill Dundee called me with a Jerry Lawler t-shirt on. All right, so these were the good guy locker rooms. So this was your locker room, right?
Yeah, I been in this one, but most time I was in the back room back there. Lawler dressing room around the corner, Eddie Marlin, Jerry Harris. If they brought in a big name like a Harley Race or somebody, they would give them a dressing room by themselves because they wouldn't part of this organization. They just come in.
The fans that do show up and the Memphians that do show up, that will let everybody else know there's a demand and people will come here to be entertained like they were before.
Yeah. You know, it's almost the same as it was last time I was in here, you know.
Just needs to be cleaned up?
Yeah. I'm all from getting it back up, you know. I would love to come to something out here anyway.
Me too. We'll be there together.
All right.
Whenever they reopen it, we'll be there together for sure.